time, weather, and always glass.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week. It is Tuesday, and it is time for the John P. and Jay Show. I am your host, John P., and this is your other host,
Jay, all day.
And today we have a guest for you, a special guest. Our guest for the day is Valentino. He is a singer, songwriter, and guitarist from Ontario, Canada. He writes indie grunge rock and is inspired by bands like the Beatles, the Monkees, the Strokes, the Black Keys, the White Stripes, and Cake. He studied psychology and physiology at the university, and he's lived and played music in the UK. And he's also a really big part of our community, which we love. So let's welcome to the floor Valentino.
Yay!
Hit the button.
One more time.
Yeah.
Hey, Valentino.
Woo! Thank you. That was good. Thank you for the intro. I just wanted to say it was philosophy, not physiology, but otherwise, that was fantastic and the best way I've ever been introduced. So thank you so much.
I learned to read in kindergarten up in them hills.
Right, of course. It happened. I get it. No problems.
So, Valentino, welcome. We usually start our show. Jay and I have a bet. And
Yeah.
do you remember what doll you used? What doll they used for this one?
I guess it was a bit of a mix, but when looking at your question on the email, I was thinking what my engineer, sound producer dude would do. So, yeah, I'll give you the three, and then you guys guess.
Okay, well,
Wait, are we...
welcome to Doll Wars.
Oh, shit. We're starting the show with Doll Wars. Okay.
Let's just get it out of the way. Yeah. Jay, I'll let you introduce it. You're better at that one.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Doll Wars.
Doll Wars.
So what we do in Doll Wars is John P. and I are going to try to guess what DAW Valentino uses when he records. And what a DAW is a digital audio workstation. It's just basically what you record in the program. So Valentino's going to give us three DAWs to choose from. Two of them are false, and one of them is true, and we have to pick which one. With that, Valentino, what are the three DAWs?
Pro Tools, FL Studios, Ableton.
All right, who goes first? I'm just going to say Pro Tools.
I'm going to say Pro Tools too.
Oh, shit!
I just don't. I can't imagine that sound coming out of FL Studio. And my experience with FL Studio is it's really hard to record audio into.
Wow.
And then Ableton. It could have been
might be
Ableton. It could be Ableton,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go with Pro Tools.
Okay. Me too.
So, what's the answer?
You guys doubled up on the PT?
Yep.
Well, the majority of the song was actually done on FL Studio, and I did the initial vocal and guitar, which wasn't even part of the selection, but I think FL Studio should get it because it was the majority. In Cake, it was a random thing, but nothing was done there. Those were just the basic starting tracks. Yeah, dude. I wish my producer dude could come on tonight because he's so fantastic and amazing with what he does in FL. Yeah, sorry, JP.
I'm so shocked. I did not even for the slightest bit even think it could have been FL Studio.
Boom.
I don't even know what FL Studios is.
Yeah, Fruity Loops, right, Anthony? Fruity Loops. That's what I only learned that recently. That's what FL stood for.
Oh, Fruity Loops. Okay, yeah.
Well,
Before it became
it
FL.
used to be Fruity Loops, and then they evolved into FL Studio, and they attract a lot of electronic musicians, and they have this really good thing. If you buy the program, you have it for life. You get every update forever for free from them, which is a really cool thing to do with that DAW. Let's see. Question number one. What was
Go ahead. When are we gonna listen to the song?
Never.
Let's listen to the song now then.
Yeah, let's listen to the song. This is you want to introduce it for us, Valentino? I apologize.
Yeah, no, this is my song AEIOU by me, Valentino, VLNTNO. Recorded this summer, 2022.
All right, well here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is AEIOU. Halfway through. Just kidding. I'm not using my normal setup, so I do apologize.
When you're taking down the only road that you have ever known, how could you ever come to see the place you have outgrown? Mist and lies may cover ties, but they can't sink your boat. Yeah, that's you. In the middle, why you gotta turn away and pick on me for? All the lies and ties you made are yours and yours alone. It's a fine line of modern times to make you take it on. And I must break it, babe, and drive back on home with the sunlight I'm shining on you. I'm gonna make it, gonna make it. With a twisted soul I'm staying now, yeah. Gonna fake it till you make it. Ooh, AEIOU, don't tell me what to do. You're trying to cover up my eyes so you can bring me down. Now I'm telling you, there's nothing here to prove when you read between the lines. And that's sometimes why you always turning round and chasing down that money. It's just a single eye in the sky thinking that you're funny. Oh, entropy, two lies to see in a mind that's always running. Gotta step outside and look inside if you wanna find me with a satellite I'm shining on. I'm gonna make it, gonna make it. With a twisted soul I'm saying now, yeah. I'm gonna fake it till you make it. Ooh, AEIOU, don't tell me what to do. You're trying to cover up my eyes so you can bring me down. Now I'm telling you, there's nothing here to prove. And when you read between the lines, and that's sometimes why you're trying to bring me down, bring me down. I'm gonna turn you around, around, around. AEIOU, don't tell me what to do. You're trying to cover up my eyes so you can bring me down. Now I'm telling you, there's nothing here to prove. And when you read between the lines, and that's sometimes right.
That is awesome. I love that song so much.
It's a banger.
Banger.
I love you, dude.
I want some of the things I really, really enjoyed about that song. The song is where you go, where the parts go, "Hey!" in the background. That really brings a nice energy to it. And then the one part where you're like, ah, ha, 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 towards the end, the change up in it was just really entertaining. And
Cool.
that's my
Thanks for
2
letting me know.
cents.
Yeah, it's because that little hey part is definitely something I thought about. I was like, yeah, I need to add something there with that little bit, and that's cool to hear. Like some things that you would appreciate as a producer yourself.
Oh, definitely so. Question for you. So you said that they used FL Studio for this. Did you record this in a studio, or like did you record it at home and send it to a studio?
It's funny, man. I've been having a lot of issues with recording this past summer and in general, but I really had a passion this summer with regards to knowing I was going to get something released and get a song finished, and I thought I was just going to have to do it acoustically because of that. But even my interface at the time creating AEIOU was very slightly laggy, and it wasn't exactly on point, so I kind of had to be a little bit like delayed with my vocal and my guitar playing. But even with that, and I was playing this song on the live over about a week or two, where AV, who helped produce it, he saw like the potential with it and that it was sounding really good. And but even with that shoddy recording I did, which was after I went to a wedding and was like very not even performing properly, but it turned out I think pretty decent. He was able to use that, and we were able to make the whole thing like electric and actually add further instruments to it, just from
Nice.
my basic starting point, yeah, of rhythm guitar and vocal
That's awesome.
with
You
the
Very
said that
like
cool.
awkward play. It was really weird.
you said that you've had some difficulties, some issues with recording. So, what was one of the issues with recording of this song?
It was that I was as I was recording, I couldn't monitor myself. I couldn't hear myself, and I couldn't when I as I was playing, or like as the recording was happening. I think there was like a slight it wasn't a full monitor. It was I was able to hear or see the points when it was coming, but it was just an awkward delay, and it wasn't on point, and I really needed to fix it at this point. But that was the problem. Was I just it was sounded laggy as I was recording, and I couldn't get it on point. But yeah, connecting with AV would solve absolutely everything there, and we were able to make it work. And yeah,
Nice. So this is something I like to ask everybody. What mic did you use for your vocals?
this guy AT2020, which I think is the best like condenser mic that you can get for I think probably 50, 60 USD, maybe like 100 to 120 Canadian now.
Nice. So
That
who's the brand?
interface, yeah, M audio
That's
interface.
awesome.
What mic do you use? Is it a Newman?
I This is a Rhodes NT1A.
Rhodes, cool. Yeah,
So
that's a great one
you can
too.
kind of see the road in the
Yeah, yeah. Very, very cool.
In your popper stopper?
Papa Stopper. It sort of works. Um, Jay,
Yeah, so you recorded it in FL Studio for the most part, and then you said you worked with AV. That's your producer?
Yeah, AV. So I actually recorded mine in Cake, which was just the initial the Cakewalk Studio or whatever it's called, which was just the guitar track, rhythm, and the vocals, and then sent it over to AV, who we did it like it was cool. The process. Well, I don't. Do you guys have a question later about the process, right? Or is this kind of part of it with
it's
how
It
kind
it?
of part of it.
was. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I had a great relationship with my I guess ex drummer in Royal Orange, where we've been friends since like elementary school. And it was cool what basically he was
Yay!
able to work like on he was a sound engineer, and he could do like all the added instrumentals after I would do the vocals and the rhythm guitar. So we had a really cool relationship of developing songs. Like two songs we have with Royal Orange is Joanna and Coco. And that experience I got to have again with AV, where it's just this like really talented musician that all my ideas he is able to like formulate and make sound good within the his program, right, FL Studio, or with his abilities. And yeah, it was really cool to have that experience. And we probably had like I would say 2 to 3, maybe 4 to 6 hour sessions live together, and it was done within like a few days.
Nice.
And yeah, just talking about
Yay!
yeah, working on it live. It was really cool.
And was that in his studio or
Yeah,
where was
his
that?
home studio. He does have like appropriate gear, like proper gear, but yeah, his home studio and freaking Moldova, man, like yeah, near Russia and the Ukraine area. Interesting.
Oh,
Well, that's cool. So, are most of the instruments live instruments or VSTs?
I think it's a mix of both. So all the vocals obviously live, the my guitar live, Bass live, drums. I don't know if that. I think that may have been a mix, but I think VST for the drums. Um, Cowbell. That was obviously live. So mostly live. I would say maybe drums are the most potential for VST.
Nice. That's one of the
Yeah.
reasons I was surprised that it was a FL Studio thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you
Yeah.
can obviously do live stuff in FL Studio. I just never heard of it being a, go-to for that one.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why AV preferred FL Studio to be honest, but yeah, that's what his weapon of choice was, I guess.
Nice. Do you know how many tracks you had total?
Oh shit, no. I would guess over 30, 40 at the very least, maybe, with everything
That's
added.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's that's a lot of tracks. Like, so how do you know when a song is done? Like, you know, when do you stop adding
Um,
tracks?
I feel like this is like the canned answer, I guess, since like, when, there's just nothing left to add, you know?
When there's no more
But
sonic space
that's
to put
serious,
anything
right?
else
Like
in.
when all your ideas are up and you're like, okay, I'm just trying to add shit now, or is it over now? And it's like, yeah, I'm happy when I can get most of the ideas because you can't even, especially when you're working with someone else like that. That's also like one of the other like things without having that ability and self knowledge in that realm of with the ability with the DAW is you're at the whim sometimes of the producer as well as sound engineer. Although like I still probably got 95% of what I wanted to do. There's maybe like one or two things that kind of just slipped my mind that maybe otherwise I would have done on my own, but I couldn't even remember that, and it was so minuscule to it that it didn't really matter for the effects by the end of it.
Right.
Nice. One of the phrases in your song says "fake it till you make it," and my
Yeah,
mother told me that my entire life growing up. She said, "Just fake it till you make it."
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I've tried clearing up that line before, and it comes from a good place, even though it sounds like it doesn't. But it's very true. It's like it's in the sense that you know, we all try, we want, to be genuine and be genuine to one another, of course, to the maximum extent of what we can do as these people. But in the end, we are acting out with our certain personas or personalities that we have that emanate, that constantly tell our stories within our heads, that mind voice that makes us act and behave in the way we do. And, we got to appreciate that. Sorry, one second. Just got a thing. And yeah, sorry, stupid sound thing. But basically,
Yay!
you're you want to try to do things here, right? And in that way, you have to kind of fake or attempt and take chances, and then act in that route and try your best with it, and then you can make it in that way, right? But when you don't try that or don't think of it in that way, and anyone who's ever developed anything basically did fake it, right? They were building and just trying and acting out in certain ways, and they made something of it. So it's like a very well intentioned term, but it sounds very like, oh, fake it till you make it, like just be fake with people and fuck it, whatever. No, man, not like that at all, for sure.
I always took "fake it till you make it" is fake it like pretend like you're what you want to be until you are what you want to be.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good sentiment. Very good sentiment.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see. Yeah, I think it's time for us to open up some questions from the audience. So if you have a question, start typing it in right now for Valentino, and we will answer them live on air.
This is the audience participation portion of the program.
Matt asks, "Who's your biggest inspiration in music?"
Probably Beatles. Yeah, another canned response, but of
Tell
course,
tell us about what made you fall in love with the Beatles.
the Across the Universe musical.
I heard
Really
you
got
say
me on that
you.
shit, man.
I heard that you thought they were in God mode when they were writing on that musical.
Yes, yes. And then how every song is like basically a hit. You're like, what? You look at any album, except, like you can have debates about White Album or whatever, but in general, it's like everything is like amazing. Each song is a hit, and they all can kind of sound in their own unique way. They did a bunch of different genres, and that was really cool.
Nice. Laurelyn asks, what inspired your writing for AEIOU?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But first,
Yeah,
but first, Trista wants to know if you have any ice cream or if I ate it all. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Go ahead.
yeah. Did you eat it all?
I probably did. Yeah.
Cool. AEIOU. There's some spirituality, like deep, like introspective thinking. Kind of like anti-general the system of the world. Don't tell me what to do. Some esoteric, like mythological stuff at that point. Definitely. I started writing the song in 2020, but only recorded it now. But yeah, some philosophical, introspective stuff. 100%.
Nice.
What's your favorite song to sing of your own and of someone else's?
Oh, that's a good question, dude. Fuck, man.
That's McTeabags.
I think I'm enjoying On My Way Home right now. I always have fun with that one. As an original. And as a cover, I don't know. It's hard. I don't have a good one right now. I need to like reactivate my cover round. But I would say like maybe Valerie. When I'm with the full band, I always have fun singing. Yeah. Let's do that.
Nice. Miko asked, who would you open for if you could open for anyone?
Oh man.
Yay!
That's a hard one now. I've stopped caring about like meeting anybody anymore with like rock stars or actors. I stopped at Russell Brand and Mac DeMarco and just didn't think about anyone anymore, so I didn't meet anyone anymore. But I think I don't know, maybe like I don't like what Arctic Monkeys are doing now. That would be the answer. Arctic Monkeys 2013.
If we could go back in time as well.
Yay!
I hate it. Show with all you guys. Fuckfest, right?
What?
We'll see how that's organizing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome at some point.
Oh, National's
What's your-
a good one.
McTeabag wants to know. McTeabags, excuse me. There's more than one. Wants to know your favorite guitar.
A favorite guitar? I guess probably it would have to be my electric Telecaster or my Epiphone, like Hummingbird acoustic. The two I play. I think Telecaster though. I think if I was to go ham on buying a bunch of guitars, it'd be a Tele with a bunch like different colors of Tele.
Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play another song by Valentino. Could you tell us a little bit about this song?
Well, hold on. We gotta close the audience thing. There we go. No more questions.
Yay!
No more questions.
Not asking me a question now. It's over.
It's over. The questions are done.
No more questions.
Valentino, tell us about your other song.
In Telephones, yeah, this was one where I just did straight beat vocal in like this random Mexican house that my girlfriend and I were renting at the time. Lots of echoes. You could hear my dog in the beginning of it. This was the one where I'm like, okay, I'm just gotta start doing some more solo shit again. And finally, I put this one on Spotify as my first one in March of this year. And then, yeah, AEIOU a couple months later. But yeah, this is a little bit more of a raw one. Mi Telefones.
Well, here we go. Let me... Da, 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 da.
It's getting hot out here, wouldn't rather be cold. My dreams are giant, some people may scold. Just like my mind, I guess it's taking a toll. When you're divided, call me up, we can roll. I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephone. No, you can reach me when you're feeling alone. I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephone. No, I can hear you when you need me to know. I think you're lying to yourself and you're cold. You keep denying you don't wanna be owned. You never knew any better than this. You still believe in what they told you as kids. You don't need no one, you don't need nothing. Definitely not no sparkling ring from the rising sun. You just gotta work on lifting your soul. Keep grateful for the ones you got and the ones you love. Oh, don't worry about the ones you're not. I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephone. No, you can reach me when you're feeling all alone. I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephonist, I'm a telephone. No, I can hear you when you need me to know. Yeah. Whoa,
Woo!
Not bad for in a old house recording.
Yeah, thanks,
I must
man. I appreciate that. Yeah,
So,
it's a very passionate piece. Like you can tell when artists are like putting something out that they're really like, oh, okay, there's a feeling there for sure.
yeah, definitely so.
For recording process, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for
Time,
tonight.
weather, and